Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Adai, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Today's video will be all about my everyday type of makeup. I don't use makeup every day, but every time that I'm going out, for dinner or for something super casual where I want to look good, but I don't want to do too much or I don't want to wear too much makeup. And for others, it could be they're really going all out. It all depends where you're at with your makeup life. So if you want to see the everyday makeup look, then I suggest you to keep on watching. You want to make sure that you prep your skin very well. Even though we're wearing a little bit of makeup, we still want to do our beauty routine. I already washed my face. I also added my moisturizer, and now I'm just going to add my primer. This makeup look typically takes around 10 minutes to 15 minutes max. It is very simple. It is very quick. So let's start off with my primer. I like using the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Even though I am wearing just a little bit of makeup, I still put it all over my face. First, starting off by the center points and then spreading it all around my face. For my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. For this everyday type of makeup look, I like filling in my eyebrows very lightly. There, just like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean underneath my eyebrows with some concealer. I also do this when I do my full glam, with the difference that right now I'm only adding just a little bit, just enough to clean underneath my eyebrows. And I'm using Nars in the shade Ginger. For the brush, I'm using the Morphe brush, and this one is M222. And then neatly clean underneath the brow. There are like 10 paleteros passing in my block. And then whatever I have left on my brush, I like to blend it downwards. I'm still going to go over it with my sponge, but for the meantime, I like to blend out to the bottom with my brush. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my concealer is almost or exactly the same shade of my face. Have that in mind, my face, not my neck, since it is a very light makeup application and I'm only for the most part going to use concealer. I'm making sure that the concealer matches my face. If I was doing a full coverage makeup look or a medium to full coverage makeup look, I will match the foundation to my chest, just to making sure that everything is about the same shade. Since it is a full coverage, I have to cover a lot of spaces. But from here, since I'm only using it on certain areas, if I were to match it to my chest tends to be a little darker than my face, so I'll just end up with darker spots on my face. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense, but that is a great tip to follow when you are doing a light makeup application. After I'm done applying the concealer underneath my eyebrows, I'm going to blend it out with this one. Specifically has a very pointy tip, so I could get into those hard to get areas and blend it out, making sure I get a seamless blend. Now I'm going to place some concealer underneath my eyes. So my main focus is this area right here, because for me that is the area that gives me a little bit more problem. It needs the most help. After I added that there, I like to add some down on my nose, my forehead area, only this part. And then whatever I have left on my brush, on my wand, I like to put it on my mustache. And right over here. I personally like to start blending my forehead area, and I just make sure that I blend it very, very well with the rest of my face. Blend the nose, blend the mustache, and now we blend underneath our eyes. After I'm done blending underneath my eyes, I will get whatever I have on my sponge and I will bring it downwards to the rest of my face, just like that. After I'm done with this step, I could just go ahead and finish up my entire makeup look by setting it, you know, adding bronzer, blush, and all of the other things. But let's say I want a tiny bit of more coverage on my face, then I will get my lightweight makeup and I would put some one pump or even half a pump just on the rest of the face. But just like this is a perfect canvas to go ahead and finish up your makeup look. I'm going to put about half a pump or a pump of this foundation. It is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It is a sheer foundation, sheer to medium coverage, but I just like using it for the most part as a sheer coverage. I put a pump and this is how it looks. At the beginning, this foundation, when I apply it, will look about 2 shades darker than my face, but since it is sheer, it's gonna end up looking and blending up very well. I have a small pimple. I like placing it there, here too, my chin, just like that, and then my forehead just a little, the sides of my nose, this just the tips. So this is all I'm going to apply. I still have a lot of the foundation left, but I'm not going to use that. I don't even clean on top of my eyebrows, which I would typically do with a full glam. It was just a little bit, about half a pump of that foundation, just to blend everything together and for everything to look a little better. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set. I'm going to set with this pressed powder from Laura Mercier, translucent. I use my sponge and make sure that everywhere that I'm going to set it is blend out. I grab the product with my sponge and press the powder onto my skin, and I'm going to do that with the rest of my face. Now it's time to bronze it. I'm going to use my Marc Jacob bronzer, and this one is in the shade 102 Tantric. I'm using this brush and it is the Morphe M581. I'm going to place a bronzer right where the sun would naturally hit my face. Circular motions. Right away it starts giving you some dimension. Based on my forehead, I like bronzing on this part of my forehead and then blending whatever I have left to the outer part of that main focus. Just like that. Do you see the difference? I feel like if I'm teaching a class right now, because that's usually how my classes go, I just blend a little bit on my chin, underneath my jaw. I'm going to use this shade right over here, and I like adding my blush with the same brush. I like to add it on this part of my face and blend it inwards there, and just like that. I don't know if you guys could see the difference from here to here. It just brings you back to life. Whatever I have left on my brush, I like to go ahead and just blend it all over. Now with the eyes, I usually keep them like this, or maybe just add the bronzer shade. I add the same bronzer that I used for my face, and I add it all over my lid and blend it out. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, put some mascara, and I'll be right back. And just like that, we are done with this look. This light glam overall gives you that glowy, healthy skin with a light sheer coverage for the everyday makeup look. As you guys saw, I just put the most minimal foundation all over my face and concealer where I needed that extra help. I like this look very much. I do this look a lot. It just enhances your natural beauty in my personal opinion. Not to toot my own horn, but whenever I wear this makeup look, I get the most compliments. They just, you know, tell me that what did I do, that it looks great. I just feel like shy. Like, thank you. And it feels great receiving those compliments. Thank you once again for watching. Every like, every comment, every share, it is always greatly appreciated. It means a lot to me and to my small little tiny channel. Thank you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you press that notification bell in order to get notified every single time I upload a new video. With that being said, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.